And what are you doing, Calyrex? You're gonna hit yourself. Good. What's up, YouTube? ChaosVGC here. We have a very special team that I found on X. It's a Japanese player that had a really nice result with the VR Japanese tournament. I apologize, I cannot read their name, but the rental is right here. We have a Pecharunt Team paired up with Miraidon. This Miraidon is an assault vest. It's not the fastest, but it does have Snarl, Electro Drift, Volt Switch for pivot, and Draco Meteor. The Pecharunt, we have a nice bulky set with Citrus Berry. It does have Parting Shot, you know, if you need to reposition, pivot, or, you know, just reduce your opponent's attacks. You have the Poison Gas, and of course, its attack of choice is Malignant Chain, its signature move. We have a very spicy Volcarona with Electric Seed that allows us to boost our defense, and then it's a setup Quiver Dance set with Giga Drain Terra Grass. So if we're able to set up, this could become a very dangerous sweeper. We also have a TingLu that's mainly meant for a lead disruption. Sand Tomb to trap your opponent. You're gonna Ruination to chip them off halfway through. And Taunt, of course, is very useful. TingLu is very hard to remove unless you're hitting it with super effective, so the Rocky Helmet is very nice to have for some extra chip. And of course, the elephant in the room, Dondozo. Nothing out of the ordinary with the actual Dondozo, but the Tatsugiri is rocking the ability Shield. Just in case we do come across the Weezings, it will not prevent us from getting our commander ability to pop off. So it's not exactly a stall team, but you chip your opponents enough, you set up your Dondozo for success, and you know, it's either you're sweeping with Dondozo or you're sweeping with Volcarona. So hopefully we get some nice matches. Let's get into it. Okay, so our opponent has a very strong team. Very likely Terra Normal Extreme Speed Arceus with the Shadow Calyrex. You got support. You got Rilla, you got Incin, you got Grim, and you got Follow Me with the Ogerpon Cornerstone. The good news is that you know, we can fight terrain. The bad news is that Arceus, if it sets up, we're in trouble. Our Pecharunt is weak against the Calyrex, but we are Terra Dark. So what we can do is lead Pecharunt since we are immune to the Fake Out, and we can start chipping stuff away with the TingLu, or do we want to save them for the back? I almost want to set up with Volcarona too. I don't think this is a Dondozo battle, so let's do this. Running out of time. I'm not bringing Dondozo. They got Intimidate Cycling, they got Rilla, they got the Ogerpon Cornerstone, just too much grass going on. They do lead the Rillaboom. Okay. I don't think I need my Terra anywhere else, so I'm gonna have to Terra Pecharunt. Do we have any threats to Volcarona? Yeah, the Cornerstone. Alright, let's go ahead and Poison Gas here. And Protect. Right? For the Fake Out. We got Special Attack Mitigation with Tablet of Ruin with TingLu, reducing a special defense stage. I'm sorry, special attack stage. There's no way they fake out a Pecharunt, right? They protect. Okay, did they Wood Hammer? U-turn. We poison the Rilla. Next turn we can Malignant Chain the Calyrex. Good. What are they doing? U-turn? Yeah, U-turn. They tried. Okay, very good turn for us. Very good turn. Since the Calyrex is on cooldown, let's Malignant Chain. Ruination. Do I want a Ruination or Sand Tomb? We can Sand Tomb and keep them in. Whoever comes in, we can trap them. Haha. Who are we trapping here? Okay, Cornerstone. We need to get rid of Cornerstone so that our Volcarona can come out and play. We need Cornerstone gone. Yeah, they would bring their grass types because of the Dondozo, so they respected the Dondozo. Who are they bringing back out? Calyrex or Arceus? Are they trying to follow me Source Dance? No Arceus, okay. Yep, we trapped them. Very good. Okay, so now they have Fake Out. Let's go ahead and double protect here. They have a grassy terrain boosted grass move they can go for. So I'm just trying to stall the Cornerstone. What's your move of choice? Fake Out. They tried. What did they go for? Ivy Cudgel. Okay. Not bad, not bad. So, do they read that we're gonna go for... Okay. What we can do here... Malignant Chain should KO the Cornerstone. And we can Sand Tomb over here. Why did they cancel? Why did they cancel? Bruh. It was not over. We had a good position. Maybe they just didn't want to deal with Pecharunt, but yeah, we were in a good position. Double Dark versus Calyrex and no Arceus. We take those. Okay, so we are going up against VGC. Calyrex-Shadow. You got Fake Out on Iron Hands. You got Grimmsnarl. You got the Fire Pawn, Miraidon, and Wo-Chen. So let me tell you right now, Dondozo does not look good here. Dondozo does not look good here. Unless we Terra Grass, but even then, I feel like my Terra is better off with Pecharunt. So what can we do here? We can lead Pecharunt. You cannot fake out my Pecharunt. You can start building up some damage that way. We can lead the Miraidon, right? Miraidon versus Miraidon. We can also lead Volcarona and start Quiver Dancing. I just don't like the Fire Pawn in the front. The Fire Pawn is an issue. Alright, let's do this. I feel like our Terra is gonna go to Pecharunt for the Calyrex-Shadow. But we'll see. Depending on what they lead. Calyrex-Shadow and Grim. What we can also do... Wait, hold up. There's Psychic Seed? Electric Seed, I'm sorry. It's Electric Seed Calyrex. So you probably don't want to switch out the Calyrex, which is good for me. We can poison it right now. And we can Electro Drift the Grim. We'll survive an Astral Barrage. But we want to get rid of the Grim ASAP. What we can do next turn to start stalling, as long as we poison the Calyrex-Shadow, is we can bring in TingLu. Oh, you sneaky. They sub. They know. They know. That was a smart sub. Shout out to my opponent. Okay. That does not change my play. So let's Malignant Chain here. And let's break the sub with... you know, Snarl can go through that. But let's Volt Switch, break the sub. And then we'll bring in TingLu. Start Santooming. That's a Fake Out Grim. Fake Tear. Astral Barrage. It shouldn't KO still, right? Because we're AD. We got investment, yeah. Good job. Please break the sub. We faded, good. We are gonna do less damage with TingLu out on the field, but I just want to get the poison. Let's just get the poison. And now Grim cannot fake tears anyone here. So we saw Sub and Astral Barrage. What else do you have? And it's Electric Seed, so no leftovers. Very nice. Are you gonna sub again? I want to start hitting the Grimmsnarl slot. Yeah, let's double the Grimmsnarl slot in case of a protect on the Calyrex. I don't know why they would protect, but What else do they have? They haven't Terra either. Yeah. I had a feeling they were gonna protect. Come on, Grim, hit yourself. Spirit Break. Cool, cool, cool. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So now, Grim, this has to be, yeah, this has to be a knockout here. The Calyrex protected, so we want to Sand Tomb the Calyrex this coming turn. But who else is coming in? Miraidon. Okay. They're definitely KOing Pecharunt if I leave them there. We can protect Sand Tomb. How many turns of... They got 2 turns, okay. We can Sand Tomb here. And what are you doing, Calyrex? You're gonna hit yourself, good. Volt Switch. No, sir. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. They're going to Volt Switch again. So we can let it go down. And if for some reason we don't go down, we're gonna Malignant Chain here. Let's Sand Tomb over here. TingLu is in a good position right now. Leech Seed? Say what? That's your form of recovery? Yeah, we kind of figured it would go down, right? But... Huh. Very interesting. Leech Seeding. Wo-Chan. They're gonna try to stall us here? Do they go down? Don't know here. Okay. Oh, is that a 1? Oh my god. Let's bring out Volk here. And we want to start Quiver Dancing here. Quiver. We do have Leech Seed, but they're going down next turn. Let's taunt here. We can taunt first, and then we can start Ruination and Sand Tombing. That Calyrex is on a timer. Snapped out of confusion. Leech Seed. Is that enough? Is that enough? Oh, that pollen puff. Okay. They got double Leech Seed here. Well, they cannot swap the Calyrex away, right? We can Fiery Dance here and bring in Miraidon just to get rid of one Leech Seed. Okay. We are +1. Okay. How much damage is this? Not enough. That's a nice dodge. I'll admit that. That was a nice dodge. Okay. So. I want to Fiery Dance again. We either KO Wo-Chan or we KO Calyrex coming in. And I don't know if we are faster or not. We're definitely not max speed, so I can lose my Miraidon here. YOLO. Oh. Did they Fairy Terra? Okay. Electric. Are they going for Volk? Okay, we got rid of one. Crit didn't matter. We don't get the crit when it matters. We go first. Do not KO. If Volcarona survives, I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. But if Volcarona survives, we can at least hit it with Fiery Dance. Oh man. Now we're -2. This is not good. This is not good. So I'm not sure if we speed tied. We have to Sand Tomb here and Snarl. Are they locked in? If their Miraidon is locked in, we're good. If they're not locked in, then we're in trouble still. -1. I think they're locked in. So as long as we kill the Calyrex, I think we won. As long as we KO the Calyrex, we won. We can protect just to mess with them and Snarl again. I think they're locked in. Ooh, that did not KO. Beautiful. Beautiful. TingLu for the win. This is why if you go up against Calyrex-Shadow, bring TingLu. Bring TingLu. Look at that. Look at that. Chef's kiss. That Calyrex set was wild, I have to say. So Sand Tomb. We could just Draco Meteor again. Don't matter. I think they're locked in. Yeah, cancelled. We win again. Alright, so we have an opposing Volcarona. You got Miraidon, Lunala, and 3 Paradox. So a lot of Sun Abusers here. Given the amount of... You got possible Encore and Scream Tail. What do we want to do here? Do we want to set up... What Terra are TingLu? Okay. I feel like we can make them respect the Dondozo, since there's no Intimidate. We can try to Poison and Taunt Lunala. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we need Dondozo here. Yeah, we don't. And my Terra has to be Volcarona. I would feel bad leading Volcarona because Miraidon can one-shot it for sure. Even with Electric Seed, we're risking a one-shot. So let's see how this plays out. Flutter Miraidon. What are you going for? Do we bait with the TingLu? Sadly, they can very well just do a lot of damage to us here. We can poison, and I want to protect here. They're probably going to try to go to the TingLu, right? Yeah, let's protect. If we see that they want to take down TingLu first, we might Terra. We need to clear the Miraidon before we can bring Volcarona out. Oh, bad. Bad, 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 bad. Did they split their damage? It's a 2-shot with the Citrus Berry. Collision Course, yeah. Okay. At least we're getting poison. Very good. So, this turn, I'm gonna split my damage. Let's go ahead and Malignant Chain the Flutter Mane. And at the same time, if they Collision Course, so be it. But let's also Sand Tomb whoever comes in here. Let's trap in the Miraidon. We want to make sure that we get rid of Miraidon first. Otherwise, I don't feel comfortable bringing in the Volcarona. Give us some hacks. Give us some hacks. Nope, hacks. Okay. They probably double TingLu here. Good, we got one. That's not a lot of damage. Very good. Okay. Sand chip, good. Let's go ahead and double protect here for some additional chip. The Miraidon is trapped. They'll take poison and Sand Tomb chip. Let's do it for Volcarona's sake. Yeah, they're thinking about it now. They know they're on a timer. They won't KO anyone unless they double into it. They have to double into Pecharunt and they have to double into TingLu if they want to KO it. Yeah, they split their damage. Is Collision Course enough to KO though? Okay, very good, very good. I think Miraidon goes down next turn. We can... Let's go ahead and Malignant Chain the Miraidon, Ruination, Flutter Main. If TingLu goes down this turn, I'm okay with it. Do we have Protect on the back? We do. So, yeah. Malignant Chain. I don't want to Terra the TingLu, so he might go down here. Yeah, he went down. Bummer. If I Terra'd, I would have survived. Why would you Collision Course and Moonblast? Maybe if they hit themselves with confusion or something. They really wanted TingLu gone. Very good, very good. Now, I almost feel like bringing in the Volcarona at this time. I don't want to take a Moonblast with Miraidon, so let's see. Who do they have? Yeah. So, what are our options here? Sunlight has one turn left. One turn left. We can stall the sun, number one. That will mitigate some damage from the Great Tusk. It did get an attack boost with the sun, so we take that down a notch. And it will also give us a chance to set up next turn. If they want to take down Pecharunt next turn, that's fine. Shadow Ball. What did the Tusk do? Rock Slide. Okay. Sunlight faded. Very good. They're not going to headlong rush the Pecharunt, right? Do I risk bringing in Miraidon? I should eat the Shadow Ball. I should eat the Rock Slide, and I can Terra Grass Quiver here. I also get my Electric Seed boost, so I can take the Rock Slide a bit more comfortably. That's my train of thought. If they change into a Ground-type move on the Pecharunt slot, my Miraidon is gonna hurt. My Miraidon is gonna really hurt. The goal here is to set up the Volcarona. I'm not extremely worried about the Flutter Mane, it only has a couple turns left, and that poison will take care of it. Shadow Ball, so we called that right. Look at that damage, nothing. We get a Quiver Dance first. And what did the Tusk go for? Rock Slide, okay. Cool, cool, cool. That was a crit, and look at how much damage that was. Beautiful. Beautiful. Flutter Mane is gonna go down next turn. They're very likely to have the Lunala in the back. So let's go ahead and we can Snarl, or we can just bring in the Pecharunt from the back. I don't think we KO with one Quiver Dance. Let's greed here. Let's just greed. +2 so we can Giga Drain the Great Tusk next turn. If the Pecharunt survives this turn, we can poison the Lunala, which is very likely Terra Fairy. It's very common, so it wouldn't surprise me. They taunted. The last turn that they have with their Flutter Mane, they taunted. And the Great Tusk just lowered their special defense one stage. My friend, that was synergy right there. Without the Sun, did not KO the Pecharunt. We are +2, and the Lunala's in the back, just like we expected. Malignant Chain here, and hopefully it's not a Sash Great Tusk. Also keep in mind they have not Terra'd yet. They have not Terra'd yet. Beautiful. One hit. We are +2. Pecharunt has to be faster, right? We have to be faster. We're gonna break the shield, poison it, and we're +2 over here. Beautiful. This team is so evil. Look at that. We're just out here on the ladder, causing chaos. Our Pecharunt is so low, but I don't care. If it survives this turn, I'll Parting Shot here, and let's just Fiery Dance. Yeah, cancelled. Well played. Okay, is that Darkrai? Gravity, Dark Void shenanigans? Yep. So, there's only one thing we gotta do here. Miraidon on the lead. Actually, no. because they have an Indeedee, so they're probably going to have Indeedee somewhere to counter the Miraidon. What we can do is have a TingLu lead. No, not even that. I think Pecharunt, Volcarona, Miraidon, and we probably do need the TingLu here. TingLu is a must because of the Calyrex. I need to set up my Volcarona, and I can always swap the Miraidon in if they lead a Gravity Dark Void. Because if you think about it, they cannot make good use of Sableye if their Psychic Terrain is up. So, let's gamble here. I don't have a good track record facing Darkrai teams, but yeah. So, the odds of this being an Expanding Force Calyrex is very high. This is probably an Expanding Force Calyrex-Shadow. What we can do, they're probably very comfortable hitting one of the two. So we can Terra the Pecharunt, Poison Gas, that hits both, and we can bring in the TingLu. Let's do that. I don't mind terroring the Pecharunt this game. It makes us immune to the Prankster Sableye, but at the same time, the Calyrex cannot hit us with Psychic, and not super effective with Astral Barrage. So here we go. Dark Terra, doesn't matter. You're gonna get poisoned. As long as you get poisoned, that's all I care about. We're gonna poison them, start Sand-Tombing, start Ruination, until we go down, and then we just clean up with Miraidon in the back. Yeah, Expanding Force. How did I know that? Zero damage. Let's do this. Very good turn for us. Very good. This Pecharunt team devours these Calyraxes. We did miss the Indeedee. That's okay. We can Malignant Chain here and Sand-Tomb over here. They're very likely to switch out. Yeah, they're very likely to switch out, as I said. They don't want to keep it in front of two dark types. So we poison the Indeedee. Little chip. Very good, very good. Dazzling Gleam, okay. It's a little chip. We Sand-Tomb the Urshifu, that's a little chip. Very good. So, they're very likely to Surging Strikes the Urshifu, right? So we can... What do we want to do here? Two things. Malignant Chain the Urshifu. If they close combat or Surging Strikes the Pecharunt, I don't think we go down. It's bulky. The TingLu, I do want to save it for the Calyrex, so we can always hit the Urshifu with the Miraidon. If they Surging Strikes the TingLu, it's resisted, so we're okay here. Yeah. We are Rocky Helmet, and it would have chipped them, but they need TingLu out of the field so that their Calyrex can prosper. That's a lot of damage. And now they're poisoned. What is going on? Very good. I'm telling you, this team is fire. This team is fire. So, their Calyrex is poisoned. They only have one Mon left. We can Malignant Chain here. And we can... Let's Electro Drift. What are the odds? What are the odds that they protect Urshifu? I'm gonna double into the Indeedee. There's no way you protect the Indeedee. And whatever comes in, if you switch, will get poisoned if they survive. Yeah, they cancel. Yo, got another cancel. Alright, not sure if it's popular right now, but another Koraidon Lunala team. They're in a different order. I don't think it's the same person. This one has Raging Bolt. So what do we want to do here? They have Terrain, right? So we can start with Pecharunt. Do I want to TingLu in the front? They have an opposing Volcarona. I almost want to do double restricted here. And what is my Terra Grass? So Dondozo's good for Koraidon, Chiyu, but I'm also thinking the Lunala may be an issue, so I don't think I bring Dondozo here. Setup Volcarona can be good. Let's do that. Let's see how it goes. I almost wanted to lead TingLu and Pecharunt, but we'll see. Lunala and Rillaboom. Are they going the Trick Room route? They can't fake out the Pecharunt. So here, I want to Malignant Chain the Lunala because it breaks the shield. But if I Poison Gas, they're both poisoned. Let's Poison Gas. And Miraidon, we can wait. Let's bait out the Fake Out. And maybe a Flame Orb activation. If we don't get a Flame Body, I'm sorry. If we do not get a Flame Body activation, we can at minimum poison it. We just want to start chipping stuff down immediately. Fake Out. Do we get a burn? No burn. Moongeist Beam. Holy cow! Was that a crit? That was not a crit. Is that thing Choice Band? Jesus. That was a lot of damage. That's not good. That is not good. That Lunala has to be choice specs. Let's snarl and start quiver dancing here. Let's start setting up, because that Lunala, it's offensive. Very offensive. There's no way they wide guard here, right? They want to pivot their Rillaboom so they can take terrain away later. I get it. Raging Bolt. Double Snarl, so now they're -1 on both of them. I did make a semi-mistake here. I didn't Terra the Volcarona. Yeah, I was gonna say the Meteor Beam. I realized after I clicked it that I was risking my Volcarona. You always have to respect Meteor Beam. That was my mistake. That was my mistake. No poison. No nothing. We can Electro Drift here. Sand Tomb. Here. They're gonna bring in Rillaboom, right? Like, they have to. They have to bring in Rillaboom. They don't. They don't. How did that crit and that KO? Dragon Pulse, but you're -1 and we are Assault Vest. Yeah. You can wide guard again, but since we are let's just do it like that. Cover for wide guard. I'm not going to Draco Meteor because we're stuck on the field like this. I don't want to go -2 and then I don't have anything to deal with. The Mon's in the back. Rillaboom's in the back. They're going to take our terrain away, so I need to boost up as much as possible. Yeah, keep wide guarding. That's fine. We should do some damage. Okay, we take a lot less damage. Sand Tombing the Lunala. Okay, they got about 2 Sand Tombs before they knock out. Who did they bring out? Okay. He has to fake out one or the other. We can Snarl and we can Sand Tomb. Make your pick. Fake out someone. Either way, we're chipping the bolt. Let's chip the bolt away. Okay. Rocky Helmet damage. Snarl. Dragon Pulse. Not much. Well, the grassy terrain doesn't help. Yeah, the grassy terrain doesn't help. Let's go ahead and Electro Drift here and we can start Ruination this side. I'm not going to Sand Tomb because they can U-turn out of there. Okay. Are they U-turning? Are they wood hammering? They're probably targeting the TingLu, right? Yeah, wood hammer. Take that recoil. I don't think they KO without the crit there, unfortunately. Do they have high horsepower? If they do, we're in trouble. Volcarona. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think we make it out of this one. We can Electro Drift here. Yeah, I think they got us. Yeah, yeah, makes sense, makes sense. You grassy. Yeah, that's a loss. That is a loss. Flame body don't matter. It's definitely a U-turn Rillaboom, not a high horsepower, or they would have gone for it. And it's leftovers. Yeah, there's no way we win here. They played very well. GG's to the opponent. My mistake here was moving too fast with Volcarona. In front of the Lunala, I did not Terra. Once I locked in, it was after the fact that I realized Meteor Beam Lunala is a thing. So try to slow down with your moves, and I feel like if we did not lose Volcarona that fast, we had a really good match here. Volcarona could have taken care of the Rillaboom for sure. Losing the Pecharunt that turn 1 hurt a lot too. That I was not expecting that to KO, so good job to my opponent. So we just got done playing with this Pecharunt team, and let me tell you, we brought the chaos to the ladder. This team is very fun, very fun. Unfortunately, we didn't get games where we actually used Dondozo. I think it was more because of the matchups that we drew. A lot of Calyrex-Shadow and Lunala. So, Pecharunt was awesome. You know, Pecharunt on lead, you start poisoning, and then all of a sudden, you know, people are getting confused, they're getting frustrated, you mess with their mental. You gotta mess with their mental so people don't play well. Volcarona is also great here. I feel like maybe the leftover set would be better, but it worked. Avian Miraidon is a beast. Avian Miraidon and TingLu. TingLu shuts down Calyrex-Shadow like so good. If you see Calyrex-Shadow, bring TingLu and you'll be good. Make sure you save that piece. So, thanks again for watching. Hope to see you again here at ChaosVGC. We'll see you on the next one.